Hi, Pastor Nathan Decker with Your Better Together devotion, and this week we have been focusing really hard on the idea of God providing us blessings in the midst of rest. And there's this wonderful little button that we have on all of our devices when we're watching videos that really should cause for us to have this reminder that God created us to not just work, but also to pause. No, your video didn't stop. I just wanted to emphasize the pause. You see, we're given a pause. Christ invited us to be a part of Sabbath moments, to be a part of the salvation that exists within the Sabbath, and that we're called to experience healing and restoration in a pause. Pause when you're angry. Pause when you have a big decision to make. Pause when you're in the midst of conflict and struggles and angst and worries. Pause in the midst of work so that you can refocus. Pause. It's in the pause that we experience something holy, as if what is to be is going to be better than what was. It's in the pause that we have this moment of realization that what we did had meaning and purpose, and God was there. We can reflect back and look at it and say, God, you did something there, and I'm sure you're about to do something greater. It's in the pause that these moments take place. When we click pause on our life and unplug, and I do mean this, unplug from social media, from our cell phones and text messages, from phone calls. I do this every week for a little bit of time. On my day off, I will be unavailable, because what I'm doing is I'm hitting the pause button on my life, and I'm saying, you know what? I don't have to be constantly in the know about what's happening in the news. If you're one of those news junkies who watches the news 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, click the off button for one day. The world, believe it or not, will keep revolving without you knowing that it's going to do so. That phone call that somebody's trying to reach you, if it goes to voicemail, that's not a bad thing. That text message will still be there when you get back to it. It's going to be okay. And all of those notifications on Facebook or whatever social media you happen to be using, guess what? Those tweets and twits will still be there and in the midst of all of it. It's okay to pause. Give yourself permission to pause. Because like I said, the pause is a holy moment. We reflect back and see where God has been, but we also get this hope about what's coming up. Pause. Spend some time in a pause together with God, and you'll find you'll be better for it. This is Pastor Nathan Decker encouraging you to have a Sabbath today on this Saturday and rest in the pause.